I'm Turk Strongman at the Theron Q. Ramacharaka Human Evolvement Institute. Yeah, it's a new twist, a new name. New name. It was Theron Q. Ramacharaka YouTube. Before that, it was Theron Q. Ramacharaka. For several days, I had Theron Q. Ramacharaka Applied Consciousness Works. But what it really is what it is now. Theron Q. Ramacharaka Human Evolvement Institute. So again, I'm Turk Strongman. Now thank you for selecting this video on, let's find out together, huh? It's worth the wait. Subscribe, get notified, share the joy of the channel with others by clicking on the thumb up icon just below this media player window. Now, yeah, thank you for selecting this video. Opportunity. Let's talk about opportunity. Somebody said to me the other day, Trump's not the answer. Of course, neither was Kamala, but no, not the answer. Now, I certainly understand that remark, that observation, that expression, that proposition. I do. I get it. Yeah. At one level of discourse, I'm there with it. Sure. But another level of discourse involves addressing it with a question. Who would be the answer? I mean, is some person, can a person be such a thing? I mean, answer. Well, that's meant very generally and broadly, as stated. That means an answer that's going to solve all the problems. All the socio-political, economic problems. Well, that's not for one person to do. Now, of course, the implication is not that Trump or Kamala alone would do this. I mean, they have their cabinet, they have control of the military. They have resources. Sure, I know. But look. Here's a new take on that, okay? Now we're getting into down here to where the rubber meets the road in this video. The fact that there is now a world leader coming into office, not a world leader, but a top leader in the world, President of the United States, POTUS, okay. At least he's a leader figurehead. But at least for now, he's talking about some pretty cool activities, I've heard him verbally address problems in the city's ghettos, in barrios, in poverty areas. I mean, he hit the nail on the head. And what to do about it? He did it again. And the same with plenty of other issues that are major, big ones. All right. Now, of course, somebody could say, well, this is all starting to sound like that totalitarian New World Order stuff going along here. It could turn out like that, guys. It could. And I don't even mean some hidden agenda of Donald Trump. No. This is the main reason why Trump, even with all of his resources, is not the answer. The opposition is stunning. Just having somebody, and let's say like Elon Musk, right, in the world, the two at the same time coming into like their own, man, really big time, together. This is a moment in human history here where there is strong intent on the parts of a very few, but people in positions of high authority and influence want to do what they can do, what's in their arenas of operation, is in their domain of functioning in the world, what they can do to help refine the human race, at least, the citizens of the United States. Okay? Refine the existence, the quality of life. But their domains of operation are in the outer world here. Okay? Just to give them that right now, there is that intent, and the world knows it. All right? Just that. More than should trigger observations, however astute they are, of affairs like Trump's not the answer, neither is Kamala. This is an opportunity. That's what this is. This is an opportunity for us that we can take advantage of. There's a ball rolling. It's even kind of like sweeping through mass consciousness right now. To some little extent, It's in our minds. It's currently coming into our senses. Through our physical senses, like hearing and seeing, reading it, whatever, Human communication. It's coming on. It's going on. Right now. So, to whatever extent that desire, those goals actually manifest, that are happening, at least right now, the seeds are there, right? Action is happening toward these ends. Then that's the right time to do a whole bunch of other stuff like that. That everybody else has to do. It's true, Trump's not the answer. Come on, man. Consider the widespread, rampant, deeply implanted, mind-numbing centuries of human mind slavery, the slavery of it. Even just slavery to false ego, slavery to its own ignorance, to the point where it's ignorant of its ignorance, the most dangerous kind of ignorance, that is. Just like, oh my God! The mind and the soul have been in shackles for a long time and controlled almost exclusively by outside influences, or, if you speak this other level of discourse here, inner ones too. But what those inner destructive tendencies and forces are is wide open for debate or definition. Could be anything, all sorts of opposition. Seriously now. Now listen. Major League working quietly behind their closed doors, behind their curtains. Involves of destructive influence in the world, but who at least appear to be human beings. Well, they take advantage of things like this, don't they? Things like Halloween, Eve. The whole hoopla about Halloween and Halloween Eve boils down to I guess the fact of the world that on that evening, that night, that is the night of the year, every year, when the veil between this our world and the other world, or on the other side, the unseen world, whatever you want to call it, when the veil between the physical plane and the astral plane, you can put it that way too, however you want to say it. That's the night when the veil separating the two is most thin. Most easily passed through. Most easily accommodating energy exchanges from one to the other. Entity invocation and evocation. Rapport across the veil. On and on. Halloween Eve is the night when human life force and soul energy is most easily passed through the veil to the other side. And when rapport, contact, manifestation, and influence of those entities and forces on the other side may manifest their deeds and their influence most easily on this side of the veil. So, consider all the rituals, all the activities, all the rituals we go through if we do anything concerning Halloween, knowing its roots or not, knowing what's really going on or not. There's the ignorance again that we're still doing. Ignorant of the doing. But that's a minor point here. Moving forward, all the sacrifices, child kidnapping, child sacrifices, coven activity, on and on. That's the night of the year, man. When you can get a lot of stuff done. Because the opportunity is there. There's one little change in the permeability or the passing through of that veil, so to speak, right? So why not take advantage of it? It's an opening. It's not a big deal in itself, but a big deal can be made out of it. If what happens is that opportunity has been well recognized. Okay? Well, it's just a thinner veil. But it's an opportunity to do a whole lot of things. Right? Across the board, man. Anything that can be achieved with, a little better with the instrumentality of that thinner veil. So, us here now. What am I getting? That's an analogy, all right? The same principles apply. We have an opportunity. There's a window here. There is the willingness on the part of a couple major social and political figures in this world. Now, right now, we have at least this thought form growing, thought cloud growing. That is a powerful thing. If you don't know about that, then look elsewhere here in the channel and talk about that. I can't talk about everything at one time. Okay? There's at least that. There's a growing thought cloud among the race right now. Much of the race, but American citizens especially. All right. That's what we have to take advantage of. Now's the time. And really that's the only way even the currently desired ends, methods, like Trump, Musk, and so forth, for them to even really have a beneficial effect and not in the future veer off into some, totalitarian. And look, man, even with the best, most well-meant and well-executed plans of individuals like who I'm referring to, who are putting out a nice positive opening right now, right, or opportunity for us, whether they know it or not, we're looking for it and we're finding it. Because we're occultists, right? We're insightful, right? Well, it's not our first rodeo, right? We understand something about rhythms, cycles, opposites, and so forth, right? We understand some basic stuff. It's not that difficult here to figure this out, guys. It's not going to work out very well in the long run. It could go in all kinds of dangerous directions. If the main part of humanity doesn't take advantage of this time right now and refine itself all the way to the core, we're so immersed in bullshit and ignorance and strife and plodding labor and poor use of our mental faculties of operation for way too long to even, we'd be lucky right now if all that I'm saying passes on a glimpse to you of the truth that I'm saying here and the extent to which it's impactful. Well, now's the time, and for it to have a chance to actually come to bear in a constructive manner and continue that way amid all the adversity, the threats of AI, super military soldiers, all kinds of shit. All kinds of shit. Electronic warfare. Oh, hey, come on, man. Are you in your current state ready to battle all of that at its core level of manifestation and existence, which is unseen? Are you ready right now, the way you are, to stand up against such things? And the most difficult one of all is to stand up to your own mind and tame it to be your well-working instrument of mentation and your connection with consciousness and your connection with your true self that is not touchable by any of that dark ass shit. But it's not manifest right now for you, is it? You're not ready. So what are you going to be now? Part of the answer or part of the problem? I'm not going to leave you hanging just with this ideology stuff. This visionary talk. Oh, no. It's all here in my channel. But we're going to visit it again. We're going to visit it again. Bit by bit. You pay attention to this. You come to this channel. Ron Q. Ramacharaka Human Evolvement Institute. And you follow along. And we'll see what happens. Alright? Oh, if you're afraid I'm going to mislead you, or that I talk a bunch of hocus pocus, but nothing really works, you know. It'll help him, but it won't help anybody else. You know how that stuff is. All of that, or like I'm a fraud, or you're being hoodwinked somehow, get over it, will you? Are you not strong enough to midstream from experience with a thing, figure out what its characteristics really are and what its qualities really are? Are you too weak to do that? Just throwing up doubt in the first place, and that'll definitely bar the way. And I'll tell you what'll happen in almost every case. If you have any of those things popping up in your mind, chances are this is your last time visiting this channel. Well, that would be a huge mistake. So don't do that. Right? This is a serious fucking matter, man. I'm not kidding, but you should know that. Do you? Huh? This is a big moment in the sojourn of Homo sapiens on this planet. So what are you going to do? Ignore it? Not see it? Not quite understand that? All you have to do is keep coming back here to this channel and pay attention to every upload. That's all you have to do. That's it. Is that going to skin you alive or anything bad like that? I don't think so. So, give this video a thumb up. Share the joy of the channel with others. Subscribe, get notified. Thanks for selecting this video. I'm Turk Strawman at the Ron Q. Ramacharaka Human Evolvement Institute. Be well.